Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Jennifer Lopez, honey. She is waiting hand and foot on Lewis Hamilton, which means she's there praying for things not to work out between Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton. But if we're really paying attention to Kim and Lewis, we would know that those two together, it's not real. It's absolutely nothing real. All PR. It is so fake at this point. Every time you look at them, you see nothing but pain, a humiliation ritual. Talk about Hollywood property, and you're talking about Kim Kardashian. Candace Owens told us years ago that Kim is literally Hollywood's property, and you could see that. They came together for an agenda to serve the Illuminati and to keep us distracted, but they're not delivering the power nor the punch. I think the industry was hoping they would, but after all, Kanye, right once again, if he's not in the picture, then who's gonna look at Kim? Absolutely no one is looking, boo-boo. No one. Now, what is J.Lo saying? Well, based on several reports, J.Lo is saying that Lewis Hamilton has left quite an impression on her after they crossed paths at the 2025 Saudi Grand Prix, right? No, they're saying so much so that sources close to the 57-year-old singer says that she's waiting in the wings should things not work out between Kim and Lewis. J.Lo and Lewis had major chemistry when they hung out last year, and she really thought it was going to develop into something, admits the source. And in fairness, he's gone around telling everyone that he had a crush on her as a teenager, so a lot of people predicted they would get together. However, that's not what happened, the source revealed, and now Lopez has got to sit back and watch Hamilton and with the reality star. No, I'm gonna tell you guys this. Yeah, they further stated that it stings. So J.Lo doesn't like to see Kim and Lewis Hamilton together, honey. Allegedly. Allegedly, because sometimes these tabloids, if you think we love to stir the pot over here, these tabloids, they're not stirring the pot. It's plain outright mischief. No, I think that Lewis Hamilton and Jennifer Lopez would work because both parties love prestige and class. They love the top tier look. Lewis is deeply into fashion. Lewis is into keeping it clean, keeping it cute, and I mean his presentation. His entire appearance and brand is all about cleanness, cuteness, the perfect aesthetic. As such, I think Jennifer Lopez would have been a more suited woman for Lewis Hamilton persona rather than a Kim Kardashian. But with a Kardashian, as we know, it is always PR. So as such, we know that whatever is going on there, like if I don't see those two heading down the aisle and having two kids, you know it's hella fake. But I would hope that Lewis would move on to Jennifer Lopez because I do believe J.Lo is a better fit for him. J.Lo is a lot more classier and a lot more private. It's only because we see things not working out between J.Lo and Ben, why we see J.Lo even, trying to get down to earth, because it seems as though that was one of Ben's problem with her being too snobby and not down to earth enough. And as such, it seems as though J.Lo is trying to come out of that shell. But I would say, J.Lo, honey, don't get out of that shell. Stay right there, because I believe that is what most men love about J.Lo. J.Lo being J.Lo and not anyone else. So I believe J.Lo should stay who she is, whether the world hates it or likes it. Everyone deserves to have their personality and keep it. But hey, if the gal is getting older and she decides that she So because J.Lo wants to live a little bit more and she wants to be seen as this fun, vibrant, energetic person that is outgoing and all of that. Now we know she's normally that on the stage, but we're getting more of that off the stage. But as I've said, I don't think J.Lo needs to change for anything or anyone. I think she needs to just remain J.Lo, whether people like it or not. But in terms of her waiting on Lewis Hamilton, I love that for her. And as I've said, I actually think that they would make a lovely couple. No, they're further saying that JLo is saying that she never dreamed of making a move while he's involved with Kim. That's not her style, the source insists. She is a big believer in karma and she also really likes Kim and considers her a friend. But who would want their friend left over, right? That's how you know the relationship between Kim and Lewis is not real. They go on to say, that being said, if things don't work out between them in the long run, she would love to go out with Lewis at the source. She thinks he's incredibly sexy and she says he's genuinely good guy. As for now, Kardashian star might feel about that, knowing Kim, if she gets wind of this, she won't take offense, says a source. More than likely, she'd be flattered because she loves having high status men that other women want, especially someone like J.Lo, who she really looks up to. Yeah, they are obsessed with beauty and fashion, and J.Lo is like one of the OG beauty gals in Hollywood. So naturally, yes, Kim is gonna look up to someone like J.Lo. And especially knowing that the relationship between Kim and Louis is not real. I mean, J.Lo and Louis any day over Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton. But I don't know if Louis might be into it because that man is not gonna settle down with anyone and give them a ring. And we know J.Lo loves to collect rings like Thanos, right? But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what you all think. We're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.